And we are recording. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. This channel is proudly sponsored by the following publishers, starting with Magi Knights Awakening, a Super Sentai and Magical Girl inspired tabletop RPG where you fight mythos like entities. There is currently a celebration ongoing. The core rulebook in its digital format is available at a 20% discount because they have recently released An Echo from the Stars. This is the beginning of an entire saga. You can explore the mysteries of Frostpeak Academy and rumors in the streets about haunting and a mysterious, debilitating disease. Then we have Evil Genius Games with the Everyday Heroes core rulebook. This tabletop RPG will allow you to run modern fiction adventures, but it also serves as the base to enjoy many sourcebooks featuring intellectual properties such as Highlander, Universal Soldier, Pacific Rim, just to name a few. Then we have Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have also released the Pay What You Want tabletop RPG Daughters of Lamb, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. Then we have the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. And check out Savage Swords. This sword and sorcery game has received a complete makeover. All of the AI assets have been removed. And now you have handcrafted illustrations and layout. There is even a separate file showing you the map of the world. Definitely check it out. All of the links to these amazing publishers will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. This time we are continuing the KULT Divinity Lost Black Madonna campaign. Of course, we have Pedro, Judd, Sylvia, and Miguel. For those of you that didn't watch the previous session, they defeated an infernal entity in Inferno, of course, but through some sort of weird effect. They got transported back into Berlin, into a safe house. They managed to rescue a police officer and a couple of neo-Nazis that aren't exactly their friends, but not their enemies either. And they are receiving medical care as the police force raided the safe house. And let's see what turns out after that. Now, before we get started, do you have any thoughts before the session begins?
Well, I'm just wondering what we will tell the officer about what we know.
Yeah, and
I
how
don't know
much
if
he'll believe us if we do.
Yeah.
Maybe you forgot a bit about the previous session, but he told you that he saw some very strange things when he was captured.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but between that and telling all that we know, I don't know.
That is true. That is correct. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see.
All right. And so it begins. You are all sitting at the detective's office. Detective Hauser has made sure that you have received the best medical care available. During these 3 days, you have had no contact with Piotr. And the door to the office opens with Detective Hauser moving in as you are seated in the comfortable chairs and couches in the office. He speaks. Well, I'm finally glad we're going to have a conversation before we get started with some major operations.
Yes.
What's on your mind, Detective?
Well, first of all, I need to thank you for all the attention that you gave us.
It is my pleasure. I owe you my life. I do not know what would have happened if you didn't rescue me from that safe house.
Well, probably you would be found in a few months in some ditch, probably.
It wasn't
Yes.
safe.
There were talks of sacrifices. Oh, excuse me. What were you saying?
Best case scenario, you will be found. We never know, guys.
I believe I have developed some sort of spiritual or psychic awareness, since I saw some things when I was a prisoner. I've noticed that you four, you have some sort of rash that other people cannot see.
Oh, well,
Yes,
apologies. You may someday come to regret having that eye opened.
How did you get infected by that thing, whatever it is?
Interestingly, in a dream.
yes. This was some kind of curse that was imposed on us.
I really hope it's not contagious because you did have to touch me as you were assisting me in escaping that safe house.
Apparently,
Oh,
it's not contagious.
no, it's not contagious. Don't worry.
I should dream about this, maybe. Not dream about this.
Very well, let me cut to the point. We have two very strong leads as to how we could proceed. When I was prisoner, I heard talks of dealings in the Toxic Cafe. It is here, in Berlin. But,
Toxic.
yes, Toxic Cafe. I would have never suspected that it would be involved with the Slavic Association. They seem to be a normal establishment, but I am certain that some sort of deals are going on there. I even managed to hear the password that they use. They probably were, of course, trying to had plans of killing me or sacrificing me because otherwise they wouldn't have said that you need to approach a woman in the alleyway just to the side of Toxic Cafe. The only woman that is standing there for hours, perhaps disguised as a prostitute, we do not know. But you must ask her who owns the owl, and she will allow you in as a client. Because I had my men investigate the drug known as Bone Scar, and it seems that it could be a point of interest, a place to sell the stuff.
Do you think this bone scar is connected to the Slavic Association and the dealings that they are having here?
I'm not exactly sure, but based on how much they mentioned it, it could be that they are perhaps financing their operation by selling that narcotic, or could be something more sinister. You have seen some of the things that I have seen. I'm not exactly sure if we're on the same page, but we can agree that there is something else at play here.
I could agree with that, and I suspect that it's probably both. The more you see with your now opened eyes, detective, the more you'll realize that these people take great pleasure in mocking the people they consider prisoners in this world.
Most troubling indeed.
Are you
The other,
religious? Are you
yes,
a religious person?
I've seen some things on the force. I was raised as a Catholic, but after seeing so many horrors, my faith dwindled throughout the years. But now I am a believer, but not necessarily on the forces of good, but rather on the forces of evil after what I saw in that place.
But I give you an advice: keep holding on to that faith because it will keep you human.
I will try. I will certainly try. The other lead, I had some people investigate. After all, the raid was successful, but we lost several agents. And they spoke about some things that I believe are true, but everybody else dismissed as some sort of trauma or perhaps some chemical agent. But they said they had to gun down some of the perpetrators that jumped at them, and claws and fangs grew out of them like some sort of supernatural beasts.
That is probably an accurate representation.
Yes, that was not drug induced.
I am also
Unfortunately.
convinced. but the corpses, they look perfectly fine. Either people were not able to see that or they transformed back into some sort of normal human form.
Yes, after killed, they assume the human form.
This
But
is
they
such a
are,
headache.
yeah,
This
but they
is
are,
very
Yes.
new.
yeah, but they are very difficult to kill. You must, if you don't know what weak points to strike, you need a lot of firepower to take them down.
We're talking like garlic and silver bullets.
No, no, not that. But well, the more you learn, the more you are well prepared to meet them face to face.
I really want my contact with them to be as brief as possible, but I know that we will have to confront them eventually. We are to figure out all of this mess. But the other lead is also quite interesting. One of the men that you rescued, one who belonged to the Slavic Association or the Germanisch Gemeinschaft, by the name of Ferdinand Neufeld. Ferdinand told us that he noticed some shipments sent to Harman's Mechanical, also here in Berlin. But he suspected that Harman's Mechanical was just a middle point before sending whatever it is they are sending, perhaps to other places.
Drop shipping location.
Precisely.
What kind of materials they were receiving? You don't know?
We are not sure. And so this brings me to the most important point of this conversation. As a police officer, perhaps I am too recognizable, or even if there is corruption in the force, and let's face it, there is always corruption in the force, I may not be able to move as freely, but you four, perhaps I am able to work with you to unravel whatever it is that is occurring.
Yes. In what way?
I will let you decide that because these operations are not going to be exactly by the book. I would recommend paying a visit to either Harman's Mechanical and the Toxic Cafe or both. Now that we are armed with that password of who owns the owl, perhaps you could try to infiltrate the Toxic Cafe as potential customers for the substance that they are dealing with, the bone scar narcotic.
Yes.
Yes.
I think both are warranted, but for some reason, I think the mechanical drop ship may be the one to cut our teeth on.
And we did obtain that information from Ferdinand, an insider, one who has been in the Slavic Association, so it could be worth investigating first.
Yeah. But this Ferdinand, this Armand's Mechanical, it's warehouse, it's a shop.
Yes, it's a typical auto repair and supplies shop.
Well, if we have if you if you could provide us of a car, perhaps we could go there pretending that we are having trouble with the car and try to infiltrate.
You can use mine.
Yes. Well, what do you think?
Yes, I think that sounds like a good ruse. Let's just pretend we need an oil change and a tune up and take it from there.
Yeah. I would like to ask you one thing also. It's quite unusual, but if you could get me a scarf and a pair of gloves, please.
That is an unusual request, but yes, it will be granted whatever is necessary.
Okay, thank you.
Is Is this a French thing or a mission thing?
Well, you eventually you'll notice, but for the time being, I need to hide something.
Ah, very well.
And
Well,
these are just my suggestions, of course. I suggested that you could infiltrate, but if you want to, let's say, pay a visit at night, they could also be an option.
I think back to my Stasi days and rack my brain to see if "Who Owns the Owl" was ever a passphrase we used.
Roll either reason or intuition.
"11 intuition."
There is a vague recollection of the owl used as a password in Russian interactions.
Okay, we could go there in the day, just pretending to have some car issues, and just to scout the place, and then pay a visit at night.
If we bring them a good car, let's just get service. We can pretend to be on a about to head out on a long trip.
Yeah, oil change and all of that.
Exactly.
That is a great idea.
Show us to your car then, detective.
Yeah,
Of course, follow me.
thank you.
The detective leads you outside of the office and takes you to his car. Well, as you can see, it's not exactly the most luxurious, but that also will help you in requesting service before your long trip, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no shame. A Trabant is a classic.
Now, best of luck to you. If you need to contact me, just ask for my name, Detective Roger Hauser.
Yes.
Thank you, Detective Hauser. We'll have her back soon enough, hopefully.
The detective walks away, back into the station.
Well, guys, let's pay a visit to this repair shop and see what's going on in there.
I hop in the passenger seat.
Well, I go to the back side of the car. I'm not driving. Sorry.
Okay. I drive it. I'm
Oh,
always
thank
the driver.
goodness. Thank goodness.
I was asking if you wanted me to drive.
No, I'm the driver. I'm always the driver.
Since
Okay,
the
so-
detective is no longer with us, I'll tell you guys that Russian contacts with my former employers used to involve code phrases with the term owl in them. There was something about it that just made me remember that. So,
But anything specific? Any connection to a person or to a place?
just Russian interactions, but I mean, those get changed often, but certain themes evolve. And we do know that one of the members of the Slavic Association was a former Stasi officer.
Well, the owls are not what they
Like the others, yes, exactly that.
Yeah,
They
my
are not what
mother
they
used to say that. Yeah. But should we trust this person? I mean, are we just jumping?
Well, we don't have anything else to follow, so I think
He is an
we should-
actual police detective, and he's seen something. And I have no doubt he was on the chopping block before we found him. So, I mean, I feel like he's on the up and up. But I think it's never amiss to have a little bit of doubt. So, if you want to be our designated skeptic, by all means, Marlene,
Yeah, but
keep us honest.
Yeah, but first we are going to this auto shop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drive you there while you are talking about those subjects.
Following the directions given by the detective, it is easy enough to get to Harman's Mechanical, and you find yourselves in front of a large parking lot with a building that is of an average size, as you would expect from an auto repair and supplies shop.
I look around to see how's the movement around, if it's busy or not.
Roll either soul or perception.
15.
Pierre immediately notices that the entire area around the shop is darkened completely. The pavement, the light of the sun disappears with only 3 red lights in the dark sky. And Pierre also notices that just behind the car, the pavement is crumbling to pieces. The pavement is crumbling in the direction of the vehicle.
Step it up. I have a bad feeling about this. If you notice, the pavement is crumbling around the vehicle, so let's
We've
try
crossed
to.
another one of those borders.
Yeah, probably. Didn't you
We
notice
pretend
that?
we don't notice.
Yeah, but it's much dark here. It's darker. So probably we crossed over.
As the vehicle continues, Pierre notices that the lights in the parking lot and in the establishment turn on as if it were nighttime. And there is not a single person around. Not even cars.
For a auto repair shop of this size, it's quite unusual to have no one and no clients at this time. Well, it seems to be night now here.
Yeah.
The lights are
Klaus, do
on.
me a favor and circle the place. I'd like to get a look at all the exits just in case before we go in.
Okay, I will do that.
As Klaus moves around, Peter notices various things out of place. Peter must roll either perception or reason.
23 perception.
Oof.
There are a total of 2 entrances and exits. The front entrance, but there is another exit on the west side of the building. However, on the ground in front of each entrance, there are bloodstains.
I've marked the exits, but each of them has a ill omen. Yes, we are definitely outside the illusion now.
And everybody can see that the few windows around the building are all encased with bars of bones, bloodied bones.
Of course they are. Okay, now it's official. We crossed
Where
over.
should I park the car? Front or back?
Front.
Well, yeah, front. Let's
Okay,
go in through the entrance.
let's go to the main entrance. Okay, I
Yeah.
park.
If we crossed over, it doesn't really matter,
Yeah,
I would say.
so I park the car near the main entrance.
As soon as the car is parked, there is laughter echoing throughout the entire parking lot. Ha 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 ha.
Welcome inside.
Yes, someone is well, someone is happy to see us. Let's not disappoint. I walk through the main entrance.
The space is ample, with many packages and blisters holding all sorts of auto supplies on the shelves. And there is not a single employee or customer. The building is completely in the dark inside. Only the lights outside provide some sort of illumination.
Let's look for a back office somewhere. That's where the records would be.
And let's keep an eye out for possible surprises, unwanted surprises.
Indeed.
I take out my lighter and light it up just to give a little bit of comfort around.
Everyone, you should probably reach into your dream and grab out your tools. I begin imagining my armor and shield and gun.
Everybody realizes that the proficiency in summoning such objects is considerably higher, to the point that the objects manifest immediately. And as Pierre illuminates the area, he notices a light switch.
Turn it on.
The entire room is illuminated in red, as the various light bulbs are covered in a red dripping liquid that resembles blood and even smells as such. Various parts of human bodies are spread throughout the floor, over on the floor.
Do I notice any kind of trail? I observe the ground to see if I can notice any kind of trail leaving out of the bodies.
I will also help with that.
Peter is unable to help Pierre due to thinking in the future. But Pierre, roll intuition or perception. Pierre must roll intuition or perception.
Perception. Okay. 14.
It is impossible to determine a trail or any leads as to where the carnage took place or in which direction the parts of the bodies came from.
Okay, it's a mess around here. I can't see any point of origin of this mayhem.
I think about where the back entrance is and point in that direction. The office is probably close to the loading dock.
Peter is absolutely certain, due to his knowledge of various buildings and his expertise in finding the entrance and exits, that the office is exactly where he has pointed.
Let's go carefully.
Yeah,
I'll lead the way.
Yes, lead the way, please.
The door to the office is completely open, and nonsensically, the room looks like a storehouse or warehouse that makes no sense with the architecture of the building when seen from outside. It looks considerably larger.
Okay, that figures.
I
Yeah.
take a look around to see what sort of things are stored here.
Peter can see that everything looks ordinary. All sorts of auto supplies.
Nothing
I could-
looks too amiss here.
Let me
But
check
the inside of the office is in complete darkness. Everything that Peter has seen is just outside of the office, but the office itself is in absolute penumbra.
I still my nerve and step through the threshold into the office.
Wait, Peter, I go with you. I have the light. so perhaps it will help us.
Very
I
well.
go I go with Peter.
As Pierre and Peter step inside, the darkness is slightly dissipated by a single red glow in the center of the floor. The entire warehouse is about 50 by 50 feet in size.
Yeah, large.
Too large for the walls to hold it, but
Yes,
we're not
precisely.
we're not in a place that makes that much sense anymore.
Let me don't make a noise, please. I try to figure out where that laughter came from, or at least if I can sense or hear something in here.
Pierre is absolutely certain that there is no discernible way to detect the source of the laughter.
Shall we go? Shall we approach the red light in the center?
I think I think we should try to find out what has been coming here. I mean, it's possible that whatever they've been getting is what allows them to, this may be their way of getting things to this world from our world. But what? What are they transferring?
Peter must roll soul.
12.
Just to the right side of Peter as he is considering the thought, a single wooden crate manifests facing into the physical reality. It has a
Oh,
single label written in Russian.
Marlene,
Yes, Marlene, please.
can you read this for me?
I think I can.
As Marlene approaches, the label shows a serial number with no sense, 23 1 MD, but it also reads Air Force Base F3.
Well, this doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just a barcode, but there's an address for an Air Force base. And I told them.
Well, shall we open the crate to see what's inside?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I open, or at least try to open the crate.
Pierre easily opens the crate with abnormal strength, even
Oh,
surprising himself as the wood almost cracks completely.
What? What?
And inside, there are several assault rifles, enough to arm an entire unit of an army.
I
I,
look at the
I'm.
assault rifles and try to match the model to a standing army. Are
Are
these
these
Russian,
Pet-
etc.?
Peter? Are these AKs? I don't understand very much
I need
about.
a better look at them.
The rifles are Russian in origin.
Yes, Kalishnikovs.
what what they're bringing, or they are sending these weapons to the other side. I don't understand.
I mean, an army is an army.
Yeah, well, perhaps they are using this as a waypoint for moving illegal weaponry between Russia and Germany.
Very possibly. I mean, it's a very it's a very mundane use of such a supernatural thing, but also a very potent one.
Yes, because this way they don't have to go to the normal channels, right?
Exactly.
and no one knows that they are here.
And who knows what benefits these things may gather by passing through a place like this. They're instruments of death in a place of death.
From the red spot on the ground inside the abnormally large office/warehouse, the sound of moaning, lamentations, pain is heard of several men at the same time. Uh,
I turn around to see what's making that noise.
Pierre can easily tell that the noise is coming from the red spot on the center of the room, on the floor.
I check to see if the Kalashnikovs are loaded.
The weapons are fully loaded.
I hand one to Pierre and one to Klaus and prepare one myself.
Peter, this is just point and
Yeah.
fire?
Slide this forward, pull the trigger, rock and roll.
Okay.
It probably won't work. It's a Kalashnikov, so
Will it?
I don't trust it. But okay, let's try it.
I approach very slowly the red dot on the floor, or the red space on the floor.
As Pierre moves closer, the red color is produced by some sort of transformation in the ground, as if the gray ground is changing to red. And the dot expands before Pierre is further able to approach it. And from out of the dot floats up a cube as large as a man, but it is formed out of many bodies, freshly cut bodies,
Oh,
parts of hands, heads, ribs, organs, all twisted and shaped to give form to a floating cube. Everybody must roll willpower 17 or higher to succeed. If not, a point of stability is suffered.
Okay, I missed it.
17. Okay, so 11. No, miss.
14.
I just make it.
Yeah, stability.
The cube begins spinning slowly, and some of the faces plastered into the cube look at you with their eyes, their mouths open completely.
What do you want? And I point the Kalashnikov at the cube.
One of the faces speaks. Help! Help!
How can we help you?
I don't know. I just work here, man.
The employees, of course. Well, guys, do you know anything we could do about this?
Perhaps
Shoot
the
them?
best we can offer them
Yeah.
is release.
Shoot him out of its misery.
Yeah, it's probably the only thing you can do. I
I
start
don't know.
shooting.
As Klaus unleashes the barrage of bullets, they easily connect and go into the cube, which falls down to pieces, releasing a putrefying smell. Everybody must roll either willpower or fortitude. The difficulty is 16 or more. If it's 16 or more is not rolled, a serious wound is suffered as the noxious
11.
gases
Yeah.
Oh,
get into your bodies.
I also failed.
hey,
17 for me.
I take a serious wound.
Yeah, me too.
The
Ah,
entire office warehouse is now encased in a web of sinew, bone, tissue, skin stretched all over. And the same laughter is now produced, coming from a dark corner. I was really hoping you would do something to play around with my little cube. It was so fun to take the nerves and the bones and the organs and twist them around. As the voice continues, a figure fully manifests. A man dressed in German uniform from the Great War, but his features completely twisted, an ear lower than the other, the skin and lips completely removed from the face, the teeth serrated as those of a shark. The creature continues to speak. I actually been tracking your progress. I am very impressed with how far you have gotten.
Who are you?
An ugly motherfucker.
My name is not to be pronounced, but you may call me Ernest Vogel. At least that was the name of this body.
Oh, of that body. So what have inhibits that body now?
No, you must never know my name. But if I am to give you a clue, I serve Shaggy Diel.
Of course, you serve Shady Gale. And what do you want here?
Yes, sir. What do you want, Ernest?
I want to have fun with you.
Mm, I don't think we like that.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Our definition of fun is not the same.
Yes.
If you mean fun, what you have done to your poor employees, no, no, thank you.
But I have a problem. I wanted to create a triangle, and I created a cube. I wanted something different, a flat triangle. But I created a cube. But you, all of you would look great forming a triangle. I can already picture it.
And
But
what
that's
you
four, there are four of us, man.
Yes. 4 want to do a triangle.
Yes, we're going to place you, pointing at Klaus, you in the center of the triangle, your face. The other three around you, and you in the center.
what do you wanted the triangle for?
It's art. Do you humans do not even know what the art needs no purpose? It's just the beauty of art.
And what if we say no to that?
Then that will make me very, very sad, and I will have to take extreme measures. An artist's work must not be interrupted, never.
Well, okay. So my face is in the triangle. I think that's not bad. It could be worse.
Really, Klaus? Are you considering?
I'm just joking.
No, your friend has a point. Your friend understands the finer sensibilities.
Can I use the big?
That doesn't mean that I want to be in there. But yeah, I understand the sensibility.
You don't want to be part of my masterpiece.
What about
No.
you? Wouldn't you like to be inside the triangle, maybe? Why not?
I have considered the possibility, but then I wouldn't be able to create other things.
Yes, but you will be your own masterpiece.
Yes. That's
Have you
interesting.
considered that? I think the great pleasure of an artist is to become art. In that case, you would be the art for all the others to see.
immortality.
Pierre
Immortality.
must roll charisma.
Yeah. Okay, charisma. Okay. Oh, okay. Natural 20 for 22.
I would exist forever in eternal beauty.
Yes, it would be great. It would be grateful. It would be almost like, celestial. infernal. It will be ethereal. Did you consider that? Yourself the art, a living art.
Without even replying, the creature in front of you begins clawing and biting at his own joints, at his limbs, reshaping them, floating, levitating, while taking a perfect triangular form, even smoothing out the edges to the point that it is completely flat, as if hit with a heavy object. And you
My
find
word.
yourselves facing a completely flat and bloodied triangle. Some of the bodily fluids, not only blood but fouler liquids, yellow and black, are dripping from the triangle. But
My
I
the
word, such
mouth
craftsmanship.
still speaks.
I
You. Thank you so much. I had never even considered the idea of becoming my own masterpiece.
you achieved perfection, my friend.
Oh, yes. No, I am so grateful. Is there anything I can do for you?
What- I'm curious about this place. What's its purpose?
Ah, Chagidiel does still have the power to destroy me as long as I don't trigger his alarms. I guess I could give you some information, just subtle hints that would keep me safe from his wrath.
Oh,
Oh,
certainly
thank
we wouldn't want him smashing your masterpiece.
yeah, of
Just
course.
what you think you could tell us.
You are too beautiful to be destroyed.
Yes, indeed. This place was used as weapons storage. But before that, it also served to transport various relics. Relics to be employed in the transformation of people all over Germany and Russia.
To
Indeed.
transform people in what way?
Into beautiful creatures such as I, but I am sure they do not share my sense of true beauty. But you have probably seen several of them during your journeys. As I have said, I have been witnessing your struggles. So many of the entities that you have faced were once human before.
Perhaps if we could talk to them as we talk to you and reach to agreement, we all be happy. We all be fulfilling our dreams, don't you think?
That would be incredible, but not everybody is as reasonable as me. You could
That's
definitely
true.
try, but I was always an odd one out.
Did you make the three hags?
No, that is beyond my power. Only Shaggy Dale would have such amazing, miraculous power to accomplish that.
But you made the centipede.
No, centipede. Hmm. I think I did not witness that encounter of yours. But if you are referring to such creatures, they are usually natives of Inferno, if we are thinking about the same thing.
Yes. Is
I
there
think
a
there's
way? Sorry, Peter,
I think
please.
there's a great deal of your work we have yet to see. I look forward to it.
Yes, and also you may want to pay a visit to the Air Force F3 base. That's where the shipments were being taken. Although I have never been to the place myself.
Where
And
is it?
Should
Is it
be
is it
north of Moscow.
Oh,
oh,
very far indeed.
and what about? Did you ever heard about a toxic cafe and their dealings?
No,
Something
I am not sure. I've never heard that.
something about a drug bone scar. I don't know if that drug permit us mortal humans to see visions that are not meant for us, or at least speak to so enlightened beings as yourself.
Bonescar is actually of my creation. So
Really?
now they are using toxic cafe to store it, perhaps, or distribute it. That's an interesting idea. Because Bone Scar, anyone who consumes it, begins to slowly turn into one of us.
Ah, you're indeed a craftsman to make the tool that makes the tool.
Yeah, sometimes I amaze myself.
You've
I have
certainly amazed us today.
Yes, you are truly a genius, I have to say.
Yes, I. No. No! Jagidiel, no! The triangle
Oh,
shatters completely into pieces and dissolves into a putrid, foul smelling, greenish brown liquid. And a single roar is heard throughout the entire place as the skin enclosing the office warehouse dissolves into the same foul liquid. But the roar is so deafening and impossible to reproduce by a human mouth. You have never heard such a roar. Everybody must roll willpower.
no.
18 or more. If not,
Nope.
4 points of stability are suffered.
Ooh, cool.
Let me.
Oh, make it by one.
Yeah. I have a -1 because of the stability that I lost. Oh no, forget it. Nope. 4 points?
4 points of stability are lost.
Phew. Okay. Uh,
It was close, but no, I had a 16.
And then there is silence. But now the exit is completely free from the organic matter covering it. There is no trace of the organic triangle, the cube, the red color on the center of the room is no longer present.
well, guys, I think this was quite the interaction, don't you think?
I, uh,
I
yes.
th- I think that that roar, that noise that we heard, probably it was Shagidiel that was furious with us by, you know, convincing his creation to, well, at least give us some kind of information.
Yes, probably.
Yes. And I think I steered you wrong. I think these, and I hold up my Kalishnikov, I think we should count on our own talents and weapons in these places rather than other weaponry. But I think if we can carry this back to the car, we can show our detective the reason why this place is so important. And we now have another place we need to visit when time allows.
Yeah, and that drug, yes, it
The
is
drug
quite.
is very concerning.
Yeah, probably there are a few of them already running around. Yes,
Not a
it is.
pleasant prospect.
No, it's, yeah. I think it's important to inform us, to inform the detective about this, at least this location and the drug.
Is there any more we think we could gain here, or should we just go?
Well, I don't know. This place only serves one purpose, right?
I don't
To
like it here.
Yes,
Let's
let's
go.
go. Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
As soon as you step outside of the office, just a few steps ahead, the darkness dissipates, the pieces of corpses, the blood and the light bulbs in the ceiling, it all disappears and it turns into a normal establishment. And there are several customers standing, looking around. A single man, slightly overweight, with curly blonde hair, approaches Peter and speaks. Excuse me, are you from the management? Are you part of this establishment?
I hold the Kalishnikov behind my back and go, I am a secret shopper.
a secret shopper, but we're very confused. There's nobody here to attend our vehicles.
Oh,
I
oh,
th-
well,
yeah,
that's
I
points off.
yeah, perhaps the owner is undisposed and is not here. I don't know. We didn't see anyone else either.
Perhaps if you rang the desk bell.
But you came out of the office. I saw you.
Yeah,
Very,
there's
very
no
well.
one there. It's
Ah, you were
empty.
also looking.
Yes,
Oh,
we were also looking for someone to help us with our car, but there's no one here.
oh, I see. Ah, he walks away.
Let's get out of here because before someone begins to ask more questions and we can't answer them.
Or someone notices the gun.
Yeah, Kalashnikovs, yes. Yeah, let's go back to our car and meet the officer.
Going back to the car, everything is completely normal. It is daylight again. And you are now inside of the car.
Should we go back to Hauser or do you
Let's go
want
to Hauser and drop off the weapons and let him know, and then I think
we
we'll
should go to the cafe?
go to the cafe, yes,
Yeah.
or the nightclub. Is it a cafe?
At least
suppose
the
so.
name, well, at least the name implies that it's a cafe, but probably we are in Germany, it's a nightclub or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm. How dare you? You're a guest in this country.
Yes.
I probably know because Marlene goes around enough in the daytime that I should know. I mean, I should know if it's a cafe or a bar.
Marlene suffers a point of stability, suddenly having a conversation about herself.
So which is it, Marlene?
As
It's
you
a
have the
night.
conversation, you easily return to the police station.
I walk to the front desk and ask to talk with Officer Hauser, please.
At the mention of his name, you are immediately taken to his office. He is sitting behind the desk, and he stands up and says, "Oh, you are back. I was fearing something had happened to you. You were
Oh.
outside for several hours." He points to the
Hours?
clock, and it is now 4 p.m.
Oh,
We got a lot done. Could you join us outside? We want to show you something in your trunk.
Oh, sure, of course. The detective follows you.
I will open the trunk and show him the Kalishnikovs.
Peter remains motionless, thinking about the future, and only then he lifts up reveals the contents of the trunk. The detective speaks. Where did you find this?
at the car shop.
They're using it as a smuggling point.
Yeah, there is a crate full of these things inside.
Well, but that is wow. I normally wouldn't expect for there to be enough space to house weapons in an auto repair shop.
Yeah, they are using other means to transport things between Germany and Russia. If you
This
get
could
my
be
drift.
used as evidence for me to further push the investigation. You did use my car. I could say that I actually went with you and that I found this.
Yeah, certainly.
Yes. Do you have any connections back in Russia?
No, my last connection died, and he was very interested in trying to stop the Slavic Association or the Germanisnaft. He did mention a name, but he only said that perhaps I should look for the help. What was her name? Soya Selivanova.
She's a Russian national?
Probably, although she seems to be part of some sort of special secret division. I was trying to follow any sort of leads that connected the Slavic Association with any operation carried out in Russia, as they know them over there as Slava. And I found so many obstacles. But everything pointed out that perhaps Soya Selivanova would be able to perhaps provide some clues as to what was going on. But I never continued with the process. I simply didn't have the time with all of the cases to go back to Russia and figure things out.
Can you note down the information you were given about her? Perhaps we can run it down when we head back that way.
Yes, probably if you go to the local police station in Moscow. In Moscow.
She works there?
If she doesn't work there, at the very least, there are contacts there that could help you get in touch with her.
And she is in a special division of the police. She's not FSB or KGB.
Most likely because it was only after digging quite a bit and providing some rewards over there in Russia. You need the money to get to the real information.
Yeah, to get
And
things done.
I'm certain that information is going to be useful. But I don't know what division she serves or what she is investigating. But it seems like that she has been making things quite difficult for Slava over there.
Well, I like her already.
Yes, and we also came to a bit of information that is quite concerning. The toxic cafe, that the drug that they are dealing over there, is quite harmful to people.
Harmful in which way?
You know the people you mentioned that had the strange teeth and claws?
Yes, that
That
drug,
is the result of use of the drug.
yes, that drug
Oh.
facilitates the transformation.
I don't know how I'm going to explain that in the police report.
That's going to be a very difficult problem. That's
Yes,
why you have us, so that
Yeah.
some things can avoid the paperwork.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, we could go there. So that toxic cafe, it's a cafe. It's a normal cafe. It's a bar, a club. What?
It's a cafe slash nightclub.
So it opens at night. Okay. Also, well, we could go there and try to see who runs the place.
Hey, but where were these weapons being shipped to?
We think they might be shipped here from Russia.
Yeah, from Air Force.
An airbase.
Yes, F3. I don't know if you heard of it.
I never heard about it, but by perhaps asking the right people over there, maybe we could understand exactly where it is located.
It is supposed to be north of Moscow.
North of Moscow. Ah. I think I know someone who could provide the information. If you give me a few hours, I may be able to get the exact location.
While you work on that, we can go visit the cafe.
Yes, and try to see who's dealing the drug, and if, well, I
And
don't
who
know if,
owns the damn owl?
yeah, well, for all intents and purposes, we don't know even if the person that is selling the drug knows the real effects of the drug.
That is possibly true. Many of those only care about the money, not the effects.
Yes, precisely.
Well, they should be opening in about 2 hours.
Can you write us down the address, please?
Of course, of course. He pulls out a piece of paper out of his wallet and begins scribbling the address. He hands it to you. Be very careful.
It's in a rough neighborhood.
No, it is actually quite decent around. But that's another thing that made me think that it was worth investigating. As I said, it looks like a lady of the night is always standing next to it, and normally we do not allow such things. It would be, you would expect an officer to have already taken action, but if she's always there, there is something strange going on, and that's why I still suspect. Did you have any troubles, any problems when going to Harman's, the repair shop?
Oh,
Well,
sort of, but it's very hard to explain.
yes.
Well, whatever it is, what if someone informed them ahead of time? Did it, whatever it is that you faced, did it appear that someone was expecting you?
Yes.
Yes.
When we got there, the staff was gone.
I'm sure of it. There is someone. There is someone in the force. Better
Well-
move carefully and silently here, my friends, because I haven't told anyone about the Toxic Cafe, but I don't know if there are bugs or there's someone spying on us. Be very careful.
Yeah.
Then you should also be careful.
Yes.
We have each other.
Perhaps you have more than one person here in the force belonging to the Slavic Association.
I would hate that so much.
Yes, but you have to consider that.
That is true.
Do you have anyone higher in hierarchy that you have to respond to?
Yes, yes, of course I need to respond to my superior, Andre.
And do you trust him?
As much as you trust your supervisor in any other job.
Okay, so no.
Of course.
Yes. Well,
Yeah. In this case, it's better not to trust anyone, as usual.
Yes, as they say, it looks like paranoia is a virtue in these times.
Yeah, definitely.
and I think it's going to get worse, but let's see what happens. Well, let's go to the cafe and try to see this woman in the alleyway and ask her about the owl.
Yes, don't forget, very important, the password. Who owns the
Owns
owl?
the owl, yes.
Best of luck. He says this as he
Thank you.
hastily makes his way back into the station.
I closed the trunk. Maybe we should take our own car and not his, just in case.
Yes. Let's leave it here and go. Do we have a car?
Everybody
do.
remembers that the rental car was left in
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Russia.
We have a car somewhere in town, but I wouldn't swear to where it is at the moment.
Yeah.
Probably
Well-
rent an island.
We have 2
Well-
hours.
Yeah, we could. I don't know if it's very far away, but we could walk or at least take a cab.
A taxi.
Yeah.
Well, that way I want to have to drive. That's
Well, according to this address, Peter, do you know if it is very far away or it's walk time or?
I look at the
Walkable.
address and make an estimate.
It is clear that at least walking, there is 45 minutes to get there.
3/4 of an hour.
Yeah, and it only opens in 2 hours, so we could walk and sightseeing as it is. We can go by foot.
okay.
As you continue walking in the direction of the Toxic Cafe, the entire city transforms with flowers growing out of the pavement. The sky, clear, blue, a beautiful blue, with a sun that provides warmth but doesn't hurt. And alongside of you, as the many pedestrians and cars disappear, you can see the familiar figure of Piotr walking next to you.
Oh,
He speaks.
Piotr.
I actually made it. I didn't know I had the ability to do this in such a short time. My friends, I am so glad to see you. Have you been well?
Yes, we just met Shagadiel Minion, someone that used to be uh, Ernest Vogel, shop owner of a local car repair shop.
Ernest Bogle was an officer back in the days of the Great War.
He was,
Yeah,
and he styled himself an artist.
yes,
Hmm.
but I think he was punished by Shagadiel, well, because he just exploded in front of us.
It must have taken something very serious to get Shaggy Dale angry at him.
Yes, he was beginning to tell us things that we probably shouldn't know.
As I understand it, he was a Razide. Those are very dangerous creatures. You must have a silver tongue, my friend, to have accomplished that.
Eh,
I think it was luck. I think at the moment that he mentioned that he was an artist and he loved making things, we well we
played
took
to his
that
advantage.
route. Yeah, we pointed in the right direction, and he helped us in some ways.
He's
Now we,
French.
yeah,
It works. Always works.
but it told us something very very disturbing. We are heading now towards the toxic cafe, and he told us that there is a drug being that they are dealing there. That is something that he did, the bone scar that helps people transform into monsters.
I
The
wonder
name
if it
Bone
also
Scar
causes
sounds.
rashes.
I see. Sounds disturbing to say the least. There have been instances when they use bone marrow and even spinal fluid to create some very bizarre substances.
Yes, and also the car shop was a waypoint of uh, of transportation between Russia and Germany. This time we found Kalashnikovs, but I think they also transported, as he said, artifacts that helped people to be transformed into something else.
Then
Pieter,
that would mean,
oh,
as he is interrupted along with Peter, both interrupted, you all feel a horrible burning sensation coming from your rashes.
mm,
Everybody must roll
Forgot the Russians.
fortitude
Oh,
17 or
mm,
more. If
okay.
not, a serious wound is suffered.
Oh, great.
Okay,
I
another one.
make it, but oh my goodness.
I got an 18, but with my minuses from the stability,
Mm,
it's lower, so
Yes,
didn't make it.
please.
Shit, I haven't passed today.
Serious, right? Yeah.
Several of the worms that you have seen so far jump out of the boils in your rashes and take bites at you. And even though they do not draw blood from your bodies, it feels as if they have ripped apart pieces of your flesh and muscle
mm.
as the worms grow fast, incredibly large in a few seconds. Some of the worms jump on top of Piotr. He's pushed back and begins wrestling with two of them as the entire vision shatters, and you find yourselves walking, approaching the toxic cafe,
Ah,
still in pain, but no
ah,
blood, no mark on your bodies apart from the
Really?
boils that have erupted.
I had hoped to ask him if he remembered anything about his parents.
Yes, but
Next
now I
time we see him, make sure I make sure I drive that point home.
yeah, but now I just remember the 3 days that we spent in the hospital, and I need another 3 days now.
We're,
Yes.
we are always speeding towards the grave, but none quicker than us.
As you approach the toxic cafe, You realize that the time has passed quickly as the sun is dipping into the horizon.
So each time that we are in the dream world, time passes quicker here.
That makes
We,
sense.
we have to take account of that next time we go there.
I will do a circle of the block the cafe's on to case the area before we interact with it.
Peter loses a point of stability thinking in the future. For a moment, his awareness was in the future and he suddenly realizes he is back in the present. The building is surrounded from all sides by other buildings. It is just as large as the car repair shop building. And on the side, on a small alleyway, the only side that is not covered by other buildings, there is a single black woman standing there, showing enough skin to give others ideas about her profession.
Well,
Should
let's
we
approach.
all go together, I suppose?
Yeah, probably it's best. I don't know if.
It can be a bit fun if you all approach the prostitutes. Maybe. I don't know. Are you going to invite her for an
I
orgy? I don't know.
I think it's a disguise, so I don't.
Yeah. Well, let's ask her the question.
I will saunter up to her. I saunter up to her and look around, and then lean towards her and ask who owns the owl.
The woman looks at Peter from top to bottom with a serious expression and she speaks. Are you interested in buying?
Possibly.
She looks at the others, looks back at Peter and speaks. Follow me, going deeper into the alley.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Follow along.
Walking deeper into it, on the side of the wall, there is a door camouflaged with a few wooden boards placed as if they were tossed as trash. She pulls the wooden boards to the side, knocks 3, then 2 times, and the door opens. She steps away and speaks. You are going to be greeted by Siegfried Hinderman. He will provide the answers that you are looking for.
Thank you.
She motions for you to step in a hallway that is well illuminated and quite luxurious, with the best quality of pinkish red wallpaper on the sides. And there is a sound of laughter inside. Men and women laughing.
I walk inside.
Yes, I follow Peter. Well, it seems to be quite a joyous place here. I don't know if people are aware of what they are.
And yet it has a
consuming.
clandestine entry.
Yep. Well, at least for this kind of dealings.
A man in drag approaches you from the end of the hallway as you pass several closed wooden doors. And he speaks. Oh, honey. He looks at Pierre. Wow, I haven't seen one such as handsome as you. Wow. So you came here, you're interested perhaps in a little bone brew of ours?
Yes, I think I speak from my friends. We wish to acquire such delicacy.
All right, just go straight through that hall. First door to the left. Siegfried is going to wait for you there.
Thank you very much. And I.
The man walks away.
Well, let's see what kind of person this Siegfried is.
Not a degenerate, probably.
I take the directions that the man gave me.
Easily enough, you now stand in front of the door. From inside, you can hear a toilet being flushed further deep into the room, and you can hear a single voice. Well, they already told me that you're coming. Come on in. It's open. The door is open.
I open the door and go through it.
Stepping inside, you see an office decorated like a normal office, except that there are more couches and even some rose petals on the ground, and some stains that haven't been cleaned from the carpet of either yellowish or whitish color. The door on the far side of the office opens, and a blonde man, handsome blonde man, apparently in his 40s, dressed in a white suit, approaches and speaks. Ah, yes. Well, if you made it this far, you're probably interested in the special brew of this cafe, right?
Yes, precisely. We want some scar.
And how did you hear about us? When he says that, you can hear the sound of clicking all around you in the room.
Well, a friend of ours recommended, since we're here in Berlin, to come to your place and experiment such delicacy.
A friend of
An
yours.
associate of ours.
Does that associate have a name?
I'm going to use my bewitch power on him.
Because thinking about the future in what she's going to do, Marlene must roll the relevant attribute but with a -2 penalty. Whatever attribute is appropriate to the
Okay, so
power.
I rolled a 12.
The man looks at Marlene for a few moments. Well, I guess I'll let you keep your friend the anonymity just because I like her. I haven't seen one such as her before. She looks so rough around the edges, but at the same time there is a hint of innocence.
I
I
know
like that.
exactly what you mean. We're rather fond of her
I smiled.
and protective.
Well, come please, have a seat. Have a seat.
I find a spot that has relatively few stains on it.
I stand. I don't sit. And is it? Do you make it locally? This delicacy? Is it a product of yours?
Well, we like to keep the exact place of origin a secret, but it's actually imported from Russia. And this is not the place where we're actually delivering the product. It's because it's such a special product. Here you get our approval, and then we give you the place where they will give you the brew.
Well done.
Oh.
Well done indeed.
Very intelligent of your part. Yes. Don't want to wrong people to take hold of such product, right?
Yes. I never taken it myself. I don't even know what the thing is, but when it comes to brewing coffee, one sometimes you want to avoid the product itself, just because the product is probably so good that you get distracted from business.
Did you get any complaints about the product?
No, that I not that I have heard about, but then again, I only deal with the providers, with the sellers, and not exactly the clients.
So you are the middleman, right?
Yes, of course.
So what kind of test are you thinking of?
What can you tell me about the Slavic Association?
What it's always best to be delicate about how much we speak about it. What sort of things do people normally tell you? We could tell you where it's located locally.
You know the exact location of the Slavic Association.
Oh, we've been there a few times.
The sound of metal objects all around the room is heard, and they are easily recognizable as firearms. And he
Now.
continues. That changes
We're
everything.
getting. I think we're getting a little antsy here. Herr Vogel sent us, if you must know.
Oh, yes, but no. Rest assured, by knowing the location of the Islamic Association, that means that you are part of our esteemed circle of trusted customers.
Well, in that case, I hope we pass the test.
Yes, indeed. I will direct you. He takes a piece of paper and writes down. I'll give you the address to Nigel Harcombe's house. And if you know about the Slavic Association, maybe it will please you to know that he is actually a friend of Philip Kramer.
Oh, how is Philip?
I haven't spoken to him since about a week ago. I am not sure.
Oh, yes. That was the party out of town, right? We missed that, unfortunately.
Ah, but have you been to the parties before?
Only by vicariously, unfortunately. We're part of the Moscow operation at present.
It is it is brilliant. It is incredible. Imagine just inviting everyone to your party and making them participants, right? Of the ceremonies. And then they are now participants, so they are in on it with you. It is the
I
perfect way
mean,
to meet new friends because now you all share certain tastes.
yes.
Of course.
Well, yes, if you have no further business with me, I think you should be going because we don't want to have too many people inside the premises.
Oh
Of
no,
course.
understandable. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Just go to whatever hour you want. Nigel always has someone there to greet our customers.
Most kind.
I leave the room.
As you exit, you see the same man in drag waiting for you outside. Oh, so you are done with your little business, the little business of yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're done with this part of it at least.
They do come back again if you need something else. If the occasion ever lends itself to you, then we have some wild parties inside here.
Oh
Yes.
well,
I
it's
won't
nice to
forget
share
that.
something in common.
The man leads you towards the same exit that you used to enter the building.
Oh, I feel so dirty, guys.
Well, at least I didn't have to party with the drag man.
Yes. Well, so these guys are just the middlemen.
Yes, but they're very well armed middlemen and
Yeah.
very, very paranoid.
Yes. We must tell the others if someone else comes here, to tell their friends with the Slavic Association or else.
As you exit the premises, for a brief instant, in front of you, there is an obese creature with breasts much larger than those on Ivan. It is a creature similar to Ivan, the bloated entity that is apparently on the side of the Black Madonna and a servant of God by his own admission. But the vision of this female version of the entity vanishes like smoke in front of you.
Did you see that?
I did.
I would rather not see it, but yeah.
Let's get further away.
The session ends now, and that is the end of the session.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh man, we ended on a vision of Pierre's future bride. This is the best.
You might never know.
You were in real danger in there in that conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was debating how much of our cards we should show at any given moment, but yeah,
Yeah.
the more
Thank
they
God
rattled Kalishnikovs, the more I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we might need to name drop a bit.
Yeah. Thank God you just spoke with them, because if I didn't know what to say. Well,
I think it's also good that Marlene used her ability, because that smoothed things out a bit. It wasn't the best result, but for example,
I
if
was
she
going
had
to
gotten...
use it the first time, but Pierre charmed it anyway in that conversation, and then I said I don't need to use it.
But if you had gotten like 14 or more, the results would have been even more positive. But at the very least, you managed to avoid that first friction at the start.
Not being killed, it's good.
Not having to fight that guy in the auto parts thing was even better. I mean,
I
that
was
would have been a
expecting-
bad fight, I have a feeling.
I was expecting a big boss fight, but you catered to his sensibilities, and there you go.
Yes, sometimes force is not the best weapon to use. So if we can try and talk our way out of it, it's better.
Oh, man.
Vaseline is the best weapon, right?
Oh, man.
What?
Why don't you go play vampire? No.
I'm actually a bit disappointed because I was already planning the special attacks, because he was very, very powerful, like attacking everyone at the same time and things like that. Like,
I'm glad that disappointed you.
So there was an ending to this campaign where Klaus's face was the middle of a triangle.
Work of art.
It would look nice.
Yeah.
I've got to break the habit of saying I will when I mean I'm about to do something in like the next moment. So
yeah, the tip is to forget that you're having a conversation with me, because that's something that happens when you like are having a conversation with the game master. Like, I am going to do, I will. In the case of Marlene, right? I'm going to do. So you're not.
Yeah,
like,
but
telling
sometimes
me.
it's hard how to phrase it. Then I mean,
I use my ability. I bewitch, like go in the present, in the now, and then when you go in the present, in the now, it's going to become even more immersive.
No. And from now on, Pierre will use a scarf and gloves all the
yeah,
time.
I'm curious about that, especially because you just tore the top off the. I was getting ready to go look for a pry bar, and you're just like, nah, we'll just tear the whole roof off.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
and
oh.
me, we got surprised. Yes.
Because of the transformations.
Yeah.
Oh no, our good friend is becoming the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yes.
Well, if you are a creature of the Black Lagoon, you are a new Flash character. You are a mutant.
Yeah, mutant. Yeah. Probably next time you'll see me in Bidonville.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
love that place.
Any further thoughts before we wrap this up?
Sounds like
No,
we're getting
just-
pretty pretty good info. So
Yeah,
we're gonna need to do a little more jet setting. It sounds like we're
yeah,
headed to Moscow in
to
the near
Moscow
future.
again. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
once again.
This is the
at least
final arc. The final arc is approaching.
at
Oh,
least. Oh,
It has to be Moscow, of course, yeah. Look like Madonna must be in Russia. Yeah.
oh, that stands to reason.
hmm. Well, let's hope this Soya can help us.
If depending on how things proceed, I estimate that at least 2 or 3 more sessions and we end it probably.
Okay. Well,
Well,
Almost there.
at least now we have Kalashnikovs, right?
well, we left them in the trunk. I do think we shouldn't have used them in that battle if we had had it, because I think our dream weapons are probably better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be
So
better.
I thought about that after I picked one up, and I'm like, yeah, that's something I would do as a person, but yeah, now that we're in this weird world, we have to do the weird things, right?
Well, but probably as they were in the dream world, I also thought that they were
That's
imbued
true.
with some
Yeah,
kind of power. They were not normal Kalashnikovs.
It looks like they were using that dimension to store the weapons there, but they were still
Yeah.
like physical weapons. But you never know, right? It depends because sometimes you cannot summon your weapons as easily because the illusion is not as frail. Like it's very
Yeah.
difficult to summon the
Yeah,
weapons.
yeah.
I've seen that.
Mhm.
Well, thank you to everyone for watching our session of Cult Divinity Lost. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master, and remember, in tabletop role-playing games, you are not telling stories about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. And remember to check out the Red Room Publishing if you like horror, sci-fi, science fantasy, everything. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. I'm going to stop the recording in 10 seconds.